Hello, Flosstube. This is Stephanie, the Ivy House Crafter. It is Monday, February 18th, and this is my Flosstube number 41. Oh, it's gonna be a short one today. I gave blood this morning, and so now I'm really tired. I am feeling a little bit weak, and I'm very easily winded right now, just gathering together the few things that I had to show in my Flosstube. Kind of wore me out, and so I'm just like, oh, well, that was a workout. All it was like grabbing 3 cross-stitch projects, 2 of which were in the same place, and a couple knitting projects, and setting the camera up, so yeah. Hello, my sweet kitty cat. Are you gonna sit there and play with the tripod? Are you gonna come up and say hi? Anyway, so today's dad joke of the day. Did you hear about the guy who got fired from the keyboard factory? Apparently he wasn't putting in enough shifts. Dad joke of the day brought to you by the dad joke calendar that I gave my husband on Christmas, and yeah, it's a hoot. Let's see. I got to go to a stitching meetup down in Provo on Saturday. We met at Heinzelman's Yarn and Needlecraft or Needlework or something like that. They mostly focus on yarn, but the owner is kind enough to let Utah stitchers congregate once a month and just stitch and hang out. I'm not able to go every month, but I made it this Saturday and just had a nice time. It was fun. Met a couple of people for the first time, met some people that I've met at meetups previously. It was nice. Let's see. A little over a week ago, I had my Flosstube anniversary video where I gave away, or where I was giving away a project bag and some fancy floss in some cheerful spring happy colors. And I did a random number generator, and the winner of my Flosstube anniversary giveaway was Sarah King from our Stitching Kingdom here on Flosstube. And I was really excited about that because she's actually one of the ladies that I got to stitch with this past Saturday. She was there with her mother and 2 of her daughters, including her very young daughter who was like working on a very, very simple project on really large count fabric, and she was really cute, and her other daughter was stitching on, I think it was a gift for somebody that she had charted out herself, and that turned out really neat. Anyway, so to everybody that was at the meetup, hi, and to Sarah, congratulations. You can shoot me an email and let me know your address, and also go on to my Etsy store, which will be linked below, and tell me which project bag you would like me to send. I am going to be making some more project bags this week, so if you want to wait and see what others I list in the next few days, that's fine. But yeah, so yay, Sarah. And with that, we will jump into my whips. The first one that I worked on, let me draw up the pattern, or the picture of the pattern here. This is Arches National Park, and And this is just a picture that I converted to cross stitch pattern. That I finished this brown color. It is totally complete. I made it down to the other corners, so all 4 corners. Isn't it just gonna be so cute? I haven't decided yet if I'm going to go ahead and pick up and finish up the blues in here now that I've got some good reference points, or if I'm going to pick another brown and work on the arch some more. But this one is coming along nicely. I'm pleased with its progress. Let's see. I thought that it would be nice to work on one of the projects that I had selected as one that I would like to get finished this year, and one that I don't work on very often because the giving blood apparently removes brain cells. The fabric, such an easy word. The fabric is rather stiff and there's a lot of confetti, but this is my Dimensions kit. This is my oldest whip, Roses on White Chair. And it is, you know, it's beautiful and I like it, but like I can put in a couple hours of work and you can't tell because it's just filling in little blanks that I left here and there. So I don't even remember what colors I added. There was like 2 colors that I added and I don't remember what they are. Oh, I know that one of them was this color that you can't really even see because it's almost the same color as the fabric. So there's that. And I'm pretty sure one of them was a blend, like a pinkish blend. Anyway, slowly but surely, periodically, every once in a while, making some progress on that. Okay, and the other piece that I worked on was the cabinet. This is from Thistles. And I am working on the top shelf. I finished the books that are here, and I came over and did these blocks. Let me fold it up so the fabric's not big and in the way. Ta-da! This is what I was working on at the stitching meetup, and it was a lot of fun. I think that I should have used 2 strands for the back stitch letters. That might have made it easier to see them, but I don't mind it. It's fun. I like it. I mixed up the C and the T as I started stitching the C and realized, nope, that little funky T is supposed to be there instead. But when I tried to unpick it, I got it all tangled up, and so I went ahead and put the C there and the T. That's these 2 right here. And it's not going to affect the finished piece at all. I mean, you look at this, the letters on the blocks, I mean, it's not a big deal. So yeah, about halfway done with this first shelf on the cabinet. And I haven't showed what I'm stitching these on. This is Vintage Sahara Belfast linen, and it's 32 count. Roses on White Chair, obviously the beige colored Ada that came with the fabric, or that came with the kit. And this one is 28 count white even weave. I think it's a Monaco. Just some random that I had in my stash. That's all the stitching, like the cross stitching that I did. I did some knitting. Yeah, that's what was keeping me from doing more cross stitching than I did, is finished my dragon tail scarf, obviously. And it's a bizarre thing to... Stop knocking around the camera. It's hard to wear. I mean, I think I got it on nicely, but it's so strangely shaped. So, like, originally I was planning on trying another similar pattern for something similar to this. I don't know that I'm going to. I think I'll just try to find a nice triangular shaped shawl or just a plain scarf or something pattern, instead of making another sort of stair-step type shawl scarf thing. I like it. It's comfortable, it's soft, it's squishy. But yeah, by the time I was done with it, I was done with it. I was like, yeah, I'm ready to not be working on this one anymore and move on to something else. And I did move on to something else. I knitted a sock. I don't know if I was knitting too loosely or if the pattern I was following was, I mean, like it was a, this is how you knit socks and I'm using worsted weight yarn because it makes it easier to see kind of video. And so it's a rather large, floppy kind of sock. When I put it on, like it fits, but it's more the kind of thing that I would wear around the house as a slipper, as opposed to wearing it as an actual sock. But it was a good learning experience. You know, learning how to do the toe increases. This was knitted from the toe up, so I learned the magic loop cast on. I learned the increases for how to yeah, how to increase like this. I learned German short rows for the heel, and you know, the cuff was simple, and then I learned like this super stretchy bind off. So yeah, I just need to make another one, and then I can wear these around the house as little slipper sock thingies. It was fun, and now I want to try with smaller yarn and smaller hooks and make something that will fit even more nicely, and one that's longer as well, you know, so that, yeah, so that it fits nicely. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. And I believe, yep, that's it. I'm done. A really short one today. And I'm going to turn this off and then rest for a while, and then put all my stuff away and rest for a while. And then I'll work on uploading and you know, anything else that I have to do today, with nice long rests in between everything. Maybe a nap here and there. Okay. Happy stitching, everybody. Have a great week. Bye.